Hello everyone, it's Andy's Free Guitar Charts videos, and today is New Year, Jan 5th, and I'm going to try and run a lesson, and let's look at what chart we're looking at here, 301. By the way, welcome to my 300 YouTube subscribers and my Facebook group friends. And anyone who's found this video, like and subscribe below, and you can even follow the instructions to apply for membership for the Andy's Free Guitar Chart videos group on Facebook. So let's dig in. Ramp long pattern and its cages aligned for regular guitar, new pattern, hybrid long ramp. Okay, just a generic, attempt at describing the chart. However, I usually make a title before I make the chart, and then maybe change it a little bit, add something to it. So it could have more than that, but I usually remove the title if I don't cover something in that title. So from last time, okay, in the famous chart 300, which is equal to the amount of subscribers I have, we have cage link fretboards, short, long, modal, long with and without cutout, and ramp string shapes. Okay, so this is the chart from last time's lesson. All right, and we'll get it. The cutout is simply when we're playing a riff like instead of going like that, when we get kind of up to here, instead of going to the 6th here, we'll go to an open 6th over here. So we cut out of the pattern early, and then we return to the previous short cage. That's what the cutout is. And that's to exploit open strings. And open strings are quicker to play because you just play the string. You don't have to move your hand there. It's right there for you. And it's better for like doing kind of like plucking patterns, or whatever you call arpeggio, string patterns. So we have the cutout, and you have to have the length shortens in there. So from last time, we had quite an everything chart here, and way up here is like where I started with the super long chart. That's actually the equivalent of 94 piano notes, which is the equivalent of an entire circle of major and minor sevenths. Okay, we went over that, and then we have different fretboards here, and it's hard to get to look at this stuff without moving me around, so we're going to be just mentioning where we came from and then going on to chart 301. So here we have the short pattern. This is the easiest one. Okay, it starts here on the E string shape. Alright, although I'm using my other guitar now, so I'll be playing with the guitar is actually an A flat instrument. So when I play a C here, which would be like this A shape C here, it should be an A flat. It isn't. Okay, it's important to know when something's wrong. That tests the ear. Hey, the ear's working. Why? Because I already down-tuned my piano. So now my piano's an A flat instrument too. If I play a C, it comes out an A flat for real. Okay, like a trumpet, you play a C, it comes out a B flat. I've tuned my piano so if I play a C, it comes out an A flat. And this particular guitar, since it's down tuned, but I wanted to keep the same note scheme on it for you guys, so that the third fret would be the G note. So we can talk about this as being the C cage. But you know, it's actually, it's actually an A flat because it's 2 whole steps down. Okay, it's time to move on with the lesson. So we would be starting in the C box there. Okay, so let's just talk about the C box. So we'll be starting at 3, 4, 5, and then we have the tri-pentatonic C shape, E shape, G shape. Okay, so it would be C shaped C, E shaped F, and G shaped G. And into the A box, the A shaped A, the D shaped F, A shaped C, D shaped F, and the E shaped G, and so on with the G and the E and the D box. So that's let's dig into the chart 301. Okay, and I'm still a little unfamiliar with these things, but I've done them on paper, so bear with me. We got these ramp string shapes. Okay, so this is the generic ramp string shapes worksheet. We still have our short pattern here. Up here, here's some, I've taken these string shapes right out of this fretboard here. So here's an example of a ramp pattern. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Can anyone guess what kind of pattern this is? Aside from being a ramp pattern, it's a double string shape pattern. So we go, but we're dealing with the long string shapes. So now, instead of just having like the short string shapes, like in the A box would be A string shape to E to C to G string shape to D string shape and A string shape. Instead of having those, we'll be doing the long patterns. Okay, so we'd be doing the A extra long, and then the C extra long, then the 4C extra long, rather, this is the E extra long, root 2, 3, then the 4C extra long, like that. So we've got those 3 extra longs there in the pattern, and then we go to an S4E, which is 4 strings of starting on E, C, D, and G would be the last one. So if we just repeat this string down, and then we can go back up here to a G string. Okay? G string shape. 6, 7 root like that. Not sure if I have that right because I've definitely got a D here. In any case, we've been over this a lot, and we'll have that in the next chart. We'll have that. We'll cover that. But right now, for now, just let's look at this pattern here. Root 2, 3. Okay, then we're doing 3, 4, 5. So this isn't a single note chain lock pattern. This is like a double string shape pattern, treating root 2, 3 as a string shape. So let's look at those string shapes here. We've got root 2, 3 is one of our string shapes we're working with. We got the 5, 6, 7, we got the 4, 5, 6, and then we have the short ones, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, and then 7 root 2. So here's our string shapes. Now these are obviously double string shapes, root 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5, linking with the 3, 4. Now if we wanted to do single note string shape linkage or cage linkage, because it'll boil down to an entire cage, then we would go root 2, 3, and then we'd go 2, 3, 4. And indeed that's what we have, perhaps down here, the small ramp pattern stack modal, because if we interlink these string shapes one note at a time, we've got modal string shapes. We've got a 7